weren't even actually alive.
No,
Disappointment.
he just lied.
I'm a DM. I would never lie.
Except when you do.
Is that a lie?
That is a lie. Man,
No.
I caught him mid-lie just the other day, you know? When I said I was sick, or like, that's 2 weeks ago. And he was like, no, I'm never sick.
Oh wait.
Like, fucking...
Boss.
I was still in the moment of like, I'm barely ever sick. Oh wait. Can't say that anymore.
You're the sickest motherfucker in town. That's not funny.
No, I'm dying.
I'm the illest.
Wow.
There you go.
What?
Wait, what?
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 Hentai. Wait, we're live.
Yeah, you're just talking about the hen with the tie.
I'm just calling Lolo and hentai.
Oh.
Sure thing, bro.
I guess.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's kind of a pervert.
Wow.
Baka hentai.
No, an idiot I am.
I mean, are you gonna deny that with all the things you've sent me?
Oh, sharing is caring.
What was the last weird thing I sent you?
Dolphins.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, no, that yeah, right. Well, in my defense.
There is not. So I stand by my point.
What are they delighting, Wolfie?
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought you meant. See, I'll tag it again.
Helvete.
Oh, don't send it again. What the fuck? Leave me alone.
No, I'll tag your own fucking message too.
That's also not my fault.
No, that is entirely my fault.
No, that one is Business of the Coast's fault.
Oh, well, that part, yes, but I mean the whole thing about them.
That's an official creature in D&D.
Yeah, what is it delighting?
In Moren.
Is the timer already up? Timer's up. Okay. Anyone wants to do the recap? Oh, what's that? No, fuck, no, don't stop. Wait, no, stop.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Can't stop it until it's actually loaded.
So there they were. My players.
There you go. Alright, who wants to do the recap?
Oh, good. I have no idea what we did last week, except for
I'm
smack V off a horse.
I'm kind of honestly in the same state. I've been up to my fucking brain in work in the last like week and a half.
It's okay, I wrote one.
No, you
You
didn't.
wrote one?
Yes, I did.
That was for the week before.
Sarah, Jesus
Oh fuck, did I
Christ.
never send it? Oh, Jesus
Anya
fucking
did.
Christ.
You did not know. Oh.
You,
Oh, no,
you
because-
asked
yeah,
us
no,
if we could
yeah.
make a recap for you.
Yeah, no. So
I
Eleanor
made
already
one
wrote
for you.
one.
Yeah.
See,
So if
Eleanor
you want
wrote
me
one.
to, I will read it out loud.
Please do.
I'll go grab a painkiller whilst you do that. I just got a massive headache.
Good luck.
Just thinking about the recap.
Yeah, probably.
This is what happens when a not smart person takes a headband of intellect.
Wow.
I want to do one disclaimer. I did it on Saturday, so I don't know if I have everything correctly, but I will just say what I wrote down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Last session. When the new day began, slowly Fee, Cod, and Prototype woke up and packed up their camp. Prototype tended to the horses and noticed something moving inside of the bags. He grabbed the bag and closed it. Inside was Flinnick, the cat from Saren, who was a little bit angry that he was trying to sleep. Proto left the cat alone. Eleanor walked up to Fee and asked if he could maybe make a cup of tea for everyone. Fee handed her the object, but he was a bit confused about how it worked. Eleanor asked him how he was doing, and they talked for a little bit. Fee noticed something was wrong with him. He wasn't feeling like himself, and Eleanor agreed. Realizing this, Fee cast Remove Curse, bringing himself back to his normal personality. Eleanor, after seeing him fall to the ground in exhaustion, said she was happy to see him back to normal. Fee then spoken with Saren, and they decided. Fee then spoke with Saren by sending, and they decided to ride back to Kelna to catch up with the group and escort them to the next city. As Fee got on his horse, Prototype used his ability to knock Fee to the ground, and then they began their journey. Meanwhile, Saren joined the villagers, who were moving north after receiving Fee's sendings. She spoke with Bellamir, apologized for her behavior, admitting that she has given him quite a scare. Bellamir also apologized for his quick judgment of the situation. He then informed Galahad that they had left in a hurry, with some people still confused, and mentioned that the Alpha was still alive and he had warned the village. As they traveled, they came across a person lying on the other side of the river, accompanied by a horse. Upon investigation, Saren used her magic and discovered that the person has been drained of blood. The person was holding a note that read, Kelna's in trouble, by creatures of the night, and needs support. Saren read the note out loud when screams echoed through the air, a woman crying out in mourning for her son. When Saren returned to the camp, he misstepped and fell into the cold water, but Bellamir's wife handed her a blanket to keep her warm. At nightfall approached, the group from Kelna stopped at one of the villages, closing the windows and preparing for the possible attacks from the creatures of the night. The group decided to stay outside and keep watch to see if the creatures would appear. After listening carefully, Saren and Eleanor determined that the sound was coming from the south. Luckily, the creatures did not show up in the village that night. The next day, they continued their journey northwest. I hope
Right.
I had everything.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, as we decided, you traveled for a couple of days until you actually reached Arif. A little bit later on the day is when you reach this town itself. Somewhere along the way, Saren did inform you guys about the situation with her mom. So she requested if you guys would have mind if she goes back for a little bit, and depending on where you guys are in 3 sessions, she'll come there again. Ta-da!
We will keep in touch with Fee. And did we get the teleportation thing?
You can, if you want.
It would have made most sense.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give it to one of you. Who wants to have it?
I would
Magic,
go
I
for
don't want it.
Eleanor.
I don't want it. It's magical.
No.
I don't want it. I don't understand.
I think either me or Scott, and I'm not sure if I trust Prototype with it. I'm sorry.
I've got plenty of space to carry it around.
I think it would be most obvious that it will be me, but I will not be using. Like, I have no clue what it does, but I can keep it safe. Yeah. But I have no clue about these things.
So who's keeping it?
I can put it in my inventory.
Oop.
You should have it now.
Teleportation thing. Ooh, now I can read it. Let's go. That's why I wanted it
Cube.
It's
to
cursed.
read. Oh, I'm okay.
go
I
for
don't mind.
Good thing I've
I
still
don't mind
remove
living.
curse prepared. I think I'm gonna do for a while.
Right.
Imagine someone using remove curse on me, and all of a sudden I'm just a level 3 paladin.
No, remove curse, you instantly become
Yeah, I wonder what kind of interaction that actually would bring.
Please don't.
I mean, we're gonna rule it as nothing, obviously, because it's your subclass. But I
Yeah,
wonder if they
far
thought
more
about that.
powerful. I think it's far more powerful than just simple move curse, unless I cast at a really high level or something.
Yeah, but
I
even
don't
then,
know,
like, you
really.
can just remove. But technically, you don't lose your class; you just lose your subclass.
Yeah, so.
You just be a plain fighter at that point.
Hey, you want a new subclass? I can help you with it.
Hey, who says you get to do a subclass? You're just gonna be a fighter
Yeah, no,
without
I'm
one.
just,
Alright, we're gonna do it.
non-subclass fighter, yeah.
I wanna do it. Fight the
Uh,
man. Fight the man.
But yeah, so when you arrive in Aref, the first things that you notice are large, sturdy walls that are surrounding the town, and there are quite a few guard towers attached to this wall. At the entrance, there's a big, heavy gate which is opened up. And you can still just walk in. The guards don't stop you, but they do like check you out a little bit as well. You come with a fucking giant. Actually, no. You come with an entire giant army of people, but Galahad is the one who will take care of talking with the guards, explaining the situation. At which the guards beckon the villagers to come in. So can you. Inside this town itself, you definitely notice compared to most of the other towns, these houses are mostly made out of stone. As there is a quarry nearby, which some of you are very familiar with. Let's see. So as you walk to the center of town, Galahad is now kind of leading the villagers towards the town center, where there is the keep of Van Rosen, or the castle technically, as there's multiple buildings inside the walls. But there's again, let me open this up real quick. So on the hillside in the center of town, near the town square, there's a hillside that's surrounded by large boulders, which are mostly used as a form of decoration. Within these large boulders, there are also like small flower beds to make it look a little bit pretty, you know. On top of the hill, from the lower angle that you're looking at, you see about a 3-meter high wall surrounding the entire castle grounds. It kind of almost looks, because of the angle that you're looking at, as if they're coming out of the boulders. From the town center, there is a pretty nicely decorated stairway that leads up to a large gate with oak wooden doors behind the gate, although the gate is now mostly opened. 2 guard towers on both sides, and again, multiple guard towers spread around the walls. I shared this part already. Well, you do notice in the keep itself and the walls themselves, there are quite a few arrow shoots to help fortify and guard this entire place. You do notice that outside of the keep that is standing inside of this, in these walls, there are 2 more buildings that are kind of peeking out, which kind of look like barracks for soldiers. on the town center, there's also a road that goes towards the east, which goes outside of a gate, and from what at least Goff knows, leads towards the mines of the town. On the other side of the town center, there is a tavern called the Breaker's Dew. Also, mostly made out of stone, and it's kind of surrounded by two main types of decoration. One of them being boulders and mining equipment, and the other equipment are mostly like spears and shields. To kind of indicate that this is really mostly a mining and military town. You see Galahad kind of walks up towards the keep itself, looking for, well, the count of this town. But some of you have very high perception, so when you kind of like look around, take the environment in, you also know the tavern obviously has some stables, and somewhere next to the boulders that are surrounding the keep or the hillside, it seems like some of the boulders have been kind of like moved away. At least from what you can tell from the rest of the decoration, and Kav obviously recognized, hey, those were supposed to be in line, and now they're like pulled out away from the hillside. And there's a group of people standing around it, including one person wearing mostly plate armor. He has an emblem of his house on his chest. A little depiction of a rose. He has short, spiky brown hair, a little rugged beard, and a scar on his left cheek, from what you can tell. Actually, no, inside town he wears studded leather armor. Sorry. And he seems to be talking with some guards and a bear-looking like person, which you have once seen before in Drykar. You see an elf which wears like light leather armor, something that would help him to remain very unseen. You see a mage-like human wearing purple clothes, very mobile clothing, but then for some reason decides to ruin it with his mobility with a cloak. And another person in plate armor who spots you coming in as well. And Eleanor, you can see her mouth something, which seems to be mostly towards herself, saying, "Oh, for fuck's sake," as you see Lylena.
For fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake. Oh, no, fuck. Fuck.
Oh wait, fuck.
I was not prepared for this. No.
Oh, this is
Like,
bad.
I get-
This is bad in so many ways.
I will read her saying, "Oh fuck's sake," and I will be loud in the group. Not loud as she will be, but I will be the same, like, "Oh fuck's sake." but keeping with straight face.
I assume I do notice her with my perception.
Yeah.
Lelena.
Koth also kind of goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
What are your issues with her?
I'm not
Oh,
sure I'm
well.
ready for this yet.
The beer guy. We already met him, right?
Yeah, he was the one who brawled together with Koth in the tavern.
Big Pete.
What was his
Pete,
name?
right?
Big Pete, yeah.
Big Pete. Okay.
Koth's problem with Lelena is that she knows.
Right. But Lylena seems to be the only one who has seen you, while the others are kind of in discussion with each other. And the town, and the entire townsfolk is kind of like standing there, kind of quiet, like they're just like kind of waiting on like what's gonna happen. They are talking a little bit amongst each other, but mostly softly, which you wouldn't really. It doesn't sound like it would be uncommon in a town center. So people who do not see the giant group wouldn't really think much about it.
Yeah,
And
I just read their lips and I just see common talk, like not really important things.
yeah. But you do see like later she looks like in your direction, being like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And then she looks like at the big group of people next to you and looking kind of confused. And you see her say, "Lord van Rosen." As he
Lord
kind of
von
like
Rosen.
turns around and she points in towards the direction of not you guys, but from to the entire town and 3 villages.
Mirror the
And
big
as he turns around, you just see Protoss waving. Elena! Fancy seeing you here.
Let's.
That would
I
also
will smell.
get the attention of Big Pete, as Big Pete will turn around. It's like, guys!
Hello, Big Pete.
And the other two kind of like looking into your direction. You can decide
we
for
seen
yourself
them
if you may have seen them or maybe not. They would have probably been in the Drygar Tavern at some point, but you have not really interacted with them ever.
Yeah,
It
then.
seems.
Yeah.
It seems like they're like a party, right? The 4 of them. Like them together at least.
I mean, I would say an odd party, but then we look at your guys and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually seem like they kind of
Can
seem
you
like a
really say
normal
that?
party.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Yeah.
And Big Pete starts like walking towards all of you. Van Rosen will start walking towards the townsfolk to see what's going on there. And the other 3 will kind of keep their... They will move a little bit closer, but they're kind of keeping their distance.
Give him the fucking "you son of a bitch" handshake.
My man!
Son of a bitch.
Again, this guy is like still like a head bigger at least than Koff. Feeling quite humongous.
Mm-hmm.
Unbearable.
Good old 7 feet.
Mm-hmm. Fancy seeing you all here. What are you doing here?
Well, we're traveling further up north, and some things led to others, and we ended up both helping and endangering some folks along the way. And he gestured towards the large crowd of villagers.
You kind of see like Big Pete like looks at them. Oh, how the fuck did I miss them? He was like completely hyper focused on the 5 or the 4 of you.
Here you are, about twice their height.
Yeah, they sometimes look a little bit like ants, just like this one. And he pets Eleanor in the head, I guess.
I was thinking it was going for V. Damn.
No, I would kill you.
He can't
He
reach that low.
I am true.
You're the king.
Yeah, man.
Next
would have been
campaign, I will
poked.
make like a giant as character. I'm done with this.
I'll look over halflings next time. I can just sit on your on your shoulder.
I will use you as ammunition.
Perfect. I
So-
think that's a good idea.
What the hell went wrong then?
A lot. Went to exterminate some beasts. That one got bit. Another one of us got bit. Apparently that got them cursed.
We could
Well,
not exterminate all of them.
I guess you guys have a lot to learn. So, but Okay, you failed to kill some creatures, but why are all they here then?
They were attacking the city and the villages
Oh god,
All
you
the
and
guards of the
all
You-
the guards, and we found out that they asked for help. This person who was going to find help did not make it, so the help never arrived, and then they made the decision to back up and find a safer place to be.
They were thinking about it already, and our endeavors didn't really aid them for staying.
Well, they're not the first town to be doing that as of late, apparently, so don't really blame them. Well, it's getting more dangerous. But damn, you guys really fucked up then, didn't you?
yeah.
Not worse.
A harsh lesson that we will learn from.
Lessons are meant to be learned. We also got sent here recently by Astrid Lady. Someone recommend us or me to go here. Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you. Barely even knew me at the time.
I've got a knack for seeing what a person's worth.
Well, we gotta notice that there are some people disappearing here as well. Apparently they uncovered some old tunnels or something. And they sent some some guards in there because all their scouts and most of their soldiers are currently further up north. So they requested some adventurers as aid, and well, here we are.
Tunnels and like in the mines.
No, under the keep. Apparently it was under lock and key. They don't really know what it was for, but apparently fancy guy found a book telling about them being there. So they went to scout ahead, but their guards never returned. So they requested some adventurers. As well, we adventurers obviously are a bit more scouty and adventurous than some guards are, right?
We do tend to be. But by that fancy guy, do you mean Lord Sebastian Aris von Rosen III?
Bless you. That does sound pretty accurate, I think. Not always the best with names. I am buff.
Dangerous words.
I said buff, not.
Oh, I heard a bum. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
So what was
I
his
forgive
name?
him.
Bastian?
Sebastian Aris van Rosen.
The third.
Eh.
The third.
Write it down.
Paris for
Wasn't that
Rosen
The guy that Scott
III.
worked for?
And it
I
looks
just
like-
love it. How Colton just put it in there. Like, I got it. I got brains now. I can say his name.
But he was like the count or the duke or this town.
He's the count, yeah.
And he was wearing the emblem of a rose.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It's
not
on
now,
his
but-
armor.
Oh.
He kind of turns around to the other three people and is like, come on, don't be shy, you can come closer. And you just see Lelena being like, no.
I don't have beef with her. I should not be
Lena,
mean.
might I have a word with you? In private, if possible.
Sure thing.
Great, thanks. I'll be right back. I'll kind of wander off a bit away, shoot a glance towards Eleanor, turn slightly differently so she won't see his mouth.
Lelena remembers, so she does the same.
So I will try not to make eye contact with her.
Alright.
How- she wouldn't even know. You have your mask on.
Well, like not gaze in a general direction,
Okay,
basically.
okay. You're like every time she
And
walks
you
there.
can probably still feel if I'm like looking at someone. You can probably see like the dead eye socket of his skull
Oh,
looking at you.
yeah.
The other two do walk up to the rest of the group, and they will introduce themselves. But the wizard-looking guy introduces himself as Moros,
Moros. Okay.
Nice to
and
meet you.
the elf introduces himself as
Elf.
The elf.
Elias.
Lie.
Elias the elf.
Elf Lias.
Been a while, Cuff. Hope you're doing well.
I've been better. Things you can see by the gathering of now how would you put it? Well, homeless that I've been traveling with us up here. We've done some let's just call it what it is. We fucked up.
You sound a lot more intelligent. Did you did you
yeah.
learn something from the?
Think.
So-
No.
Oh,
think.
okay. Okay, that explains.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps anything, they're not the first villagers or townsfolk that's left their town as of late.
I believe they lost 3 or 4 families as an indirect consequence to our failure.
She opens her mouth for a second and then closes it again, and you can kind of see like she was gonna make some kind of remark, but decides to hold it back in. You can kind of see in the corner of her eyes, like her eyes kind of like look towards the direction of the group, specifically towards V. Well, I'm sure you guys did at least knowing you, I'm sure you did your best. I believe Eleanor would do the same. Can't tell much about the other 3.
Well, Saren got bit, and the bite apparently came with a curse.
Is she alright?
She is fine. She managed to. She used a tool she was given to teleport back to safety. After I believe running away from the lot of us in confusion from the curse. She then came back to us and well, her mother's not doing so well, so she decided to go back and help her for a bit whilst she's resting, recovering.
So that's why she's not with you. So I was worried that something happened to her.
No, I think she's fine. Familial piety, you know how it is.
Oh, sorry to hear that, and I hope her mom's gonna do better.
As do I.
So what about V? Is he behaving himself?
Well, other than running his mouth for a day and some from the also being cursed, he's collared by Kellenvor, and I'm here to make sure that collar is tight and snug.
Are you certain he was cursed and that he was not just Referring to his old self. The DM is such a
Well.
dick.
Well, I mean, he got bit by the same creature Sarah did. She was definitely cursed. I'm just gonna leave better yet alone.
Shame. But I guess that's good for you, all of you.
Don't you worry. My hand's never far from my weapon.
But is this what you wanted to talk about?
No, so, see, you know how I, in the Blood Eagles, hideout, you know how I, briefly turned back into a human?
Yes.
Yeah, so that human, was a knight, as you also know. Who was, and sworn in servitude to, Lord Sebastian Harris von Rosen III.
She looks in the direction of where he's about. Yes.
And I am not. I am neither Voth nor is he my master anymore. And it would be best if that remained an unknown to the Lord himself.
Well, your secrets are not mine to tell. I'm sure you have your reasons. Just... Are you supposed to hurt him in any way? Because then I will have to stop you, but...
No, nothing like that. No, I couldn't. He still holds influence over me that I could never overcome. That's most of the reason why it needs to be kept hidden.
Very well. I will not open my mouth about it.
Thank you.
As long as you
Really?
keep doing what you promised me.
I will. I am. We're
Maybe kick him sometimes when he sleeps.
Don't worry, I've punched him both in his waking and then to wake him up.
Good lad.
I also shackled him to a tree. Like to the crown of it.
Very good lad.
It was pretty funny.
Wish I could have seen that. I guess my imagination will have to do.
I think the branch broke because he arrived to the inn a bit later.
Story's getting better and better.
No.
Oh, and he was blackout drunk too.
Okay. She's like, not sure what I have to do with that information, but okay.
It was a party.
Well, I'll promise you I'll keep things on the wraps. We were just about discussing what we were gonna do with our so-called quest we were given.
Right, heard a bit. Some passageways and some tunnels under the keep.
Correct. We're discussing if we should wait for the Lord Lord van Rosen to find some more information about it, as all he had read so far was that they were there and that they were hidden away. But the books were old and there's not much more information left on it, at least in that specific book. So it was mostly details about the keep itself.
Right.
For the rest, I don't really know anything yet. Elia is the only one who's been inside so far. Or Elias, not Elia. And he was about to tell us his findings. And then
Oh.
you showed up and they showed up and Sebastian is gone. So,
Well, at least we had a good time, and I'd be interested to hear whatever he's found. Still got family here. Don't want anything dangerous around.
understandable. He did look a little bit worried. So, I guess you can hear him out as well.
I'd appreciate it. And, you know, I hope you've been doing fine since last we met. As good as you could have, anyway.
Yeah, I've been alright, just been traveling. Soul searching, especially since I felt like I got betrayed by my god. So now I'm with a group of adventurers that happened to come across me, and I decided to say, fuck it.
We both landed in this adventuring business. Rather funny ways, didn't we? Not funny as in, haha, more funny as in train.
I was about to say, not really my term of funny, I would say. But I guess most adventurers have some form of trauma. So, and then there's you lot.
Yeah. We're an eye-catching group, ain't we?
Yeah, one just born, one just a soldier from the islands, one causing the trauma,
Also having the trauma afterwards.
and a singer.
And then a big old lizard.
Yeah, but I would say that you have the trauma. That's why I didn't include you.
Yeah, both physical and mental. I was just kind of too dumb to realize the latter part.
Well, just don't lose this thing. She taps on your head. And,
Pulls it a bit down again. I don't plan to.
and she'll start walking back towards the group. Assuming that
turn
you
around and walk backwards as well.
Backwards or?
No, well, back to the.
Okay, I was like, what is
He's
this?
moonwalking.
Just moonwalking, yeah.
Always go back to Eleanor, no matter what.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel trusted anymore by my own team. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Is there anything that the rest of the party wanted to talk about with this small group of adventurers?
I would only like ask. I think the elf with light armor, like where he's from. But is he there with us? 'Cause he was going to say something, right?
No, I mean, Big Pete's like, don't be shy, come closer. He joined in. He would say that he is from Mermel.
Mermel. I have no clue.
Normal.
Normal.
It's
Rural.
a town in Left England.
Left England. Where's Left England?
It's the country to the east of Drykar.
It's the elf place.
Yeah.
Probably we'll wait for like question 4 when Cod is back, so we can ask while he's there.
Yeah.
Probably some small talk here, but the actual questions will probably wait.
Catching up with Pete.
Yeah, so at this point, when you come back, you do notice that Sebastian and Galahad are talking a bit, and Sebastian starts to gather some guards and is telling them a few things, and the guards go off, bringing villagers to places, including the tavern.
Both kind of freezes up as he is about to come back to the group, looks down at his armor, looks up again, grabs his cloak and just like kind of flips it around him. Trying
Does
to
it
cover
show
up
like the emblems and stuff?
no, but it's the armor was technically part of his uniform at his at his honorary post back in Drakkar.
So it's the same as the people there.
No, but it is a very recognizable one that very few people have.
So just without the emblem, but still they will definitely know what it is.
Mm-hmm. The emblem was never on the armor. He had it on a sigil and on a ring.
Okay. So very recognizable then.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With
Do you
the-
have a cloak? I don't know if you have a cloak.
Yeah,
too.
he has a like traveling cloak, so it's kind of like thick, warm deed, but it usually just hangs back on him. It's a bit too small for him still.
It was the armor that was recognizable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As the two of you walk back to the group, Lelena will. No, actually no. Never mind. She will keep a little bit of distance still, but she like joins in with the group. Just gives everybody like a single nod. If you see it, then you can reciprocate. If you don't see it, tough luck. Yeah, whatever you guys want to ask, I guess. This Big Pete is just like talking random stories about their travels here. Nothing too special except for that, like there was one other or a few villagers that decided to move away from the villages mostly. And then some small talk until they're back.
When are you exactly checking out these tunnels? Is there any plan for this?
Do we know already?
No.
What you're
But
talk-
oh, it
We
was
don't know yet.
oh, fuck. Fuck, my
Big
bad.
Pete mentioned it, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Sorry?
think so, right?
I don't think
Big
he
Pete.
he said that he was here for a quest, not especially for the tunnels, right?
Or was it? But something
I
you
mean,
said
he-
something about the book before, like the.
Oh, maybe I did. I thought it was just like
Yeah,
it was
pretty
about
sure,
the
right?
quest. Sorry, my bad, Dan.
All right, so my question still stands.
Well, we're still about to discuss. Elias over here kind of asked Sebastian for a little bit of more information because apparently you did not like what you saw, right? Correct.
What
One-
was it you saw?
Yeah, you also see like Big Pete, like he's like standing there waiting for like, okay, what's it to come?
Yeah, continue.
Oh, you want me to share that with these people as well? Yeah, I think that's fine. All right.
Maybe I can give you some insight.
Perhaps. Well, first of all, these tunnels are very old. A little bit of a maze at the start, seemingly not completely natural, I would say. Some of it seems more dug out, almost as if it was intended to be a little bit of like a maze to confuse something.
But parts of them are natural.
Yes, it seems like a overall natural thing. And then some part of it has like either bricks built into it or carved out, from what I can tell.
So someone joining together natural tunnels and caverns.
Yes. Again, it seems to have been made into a maze a little bit to confuse something, or maybe for a game. I don't really know what the intent behind it is, but there is a larger cavern after it with more tunnels. Came across something weird first. Two large stitched together humanoids that were seemingly keeping guard. I believe they were some kind of humanoid skinned constructs.
Didn't we see something like that before with the Grave Order? The large
We did.
humanoid.
Do you mean
being.
The
that
Golden
they
Feller.
Yeah. And
combined?
before that, there was another.
Doesn't
Combined.
They were
Fusion
combined.
dance.
Oh,
Now I fusion my dwarf.
rest
wait.
in peace.
So you've seen something like that before?
Yeah, from the creep, but far larger. It was this large, hulking being. Multiple humanoids together.
Well, I mean, these seemed they were stitched together, so they might. Some patches of skin looked very different than the others, but not human. It seemed to have been from something like a very large humanoid. That makes sense. It's
Were they undead by any chance? Do you know?
I mean, they could be. Didn't smell undead. That makes sense. Also, didn't necessarily sense necrotic energy coming from them. They more seemed constructed.
It might not be related. Because the ones that we saw were undead. Created to necromancy.
Well, maybe these were just still too fresh. I can't say I've ever seen anything like that. I mean, never even seen humans that big. You guys technically have seen a human or something that big, but then with one eye once.
Looking at Big Pete.
More fleshy skin instead of fur.
Oh. Yeah, but
One
the size
eye.
is right.
Could be. The creatures themselves were definitely larger,
Oh, right.
but the patch of skin could be maybe his size.
Oh.
Uh,
I don't like the sound of a creature that's larger than its skin.
well, as I said, it was stitched together. Multiple
Okay.
different versions of skin. But that wasn't even the most disturbing. Well, it may have been the most disturbing thing I've seen, but not the most worrisome thing I've seen. As I managed to sneak past them, there was a tunnel. And at the end of the tunnel, there were a lot of statues. And from what I could tell, some of these armors kind of looked like, and he points towards some of the guards, like their armors. And I decided to head back because I have no intentions of dealing with anything basilisk or whatever related.
Oh. Oh, lordy.
If it's
What
even
the
is.
basilisk again?
Basilisks are creatures of the underground that can turn you into stone by looking at you.
Oh,
Where-
yeah,
Very bothersome creatures, and I don't like messing with that. So I'm sorry, Big Pete, but if we are gonna go in, I will not continue.
That is very worrisome. However, I could prepare some magic for that.
Oh.
Might come at a slight cost, as I can remove those kind of disabilities from one person.
Oh, well, that's mighty handy then. And
Said it might come at the cost, though.
Do I know anything about either basilisks or any other creatures that turn people to stone?
roll me an Arcana.
Alrighty. I'm not shit at those anymore. Woo! Fuck.
Yes, you are.
I never pressed enter. Oops. There you go. Still. No. Somebody could have known, but they ain't here. So tough luck.
Yeah.
I will guess send it now.
Oh, but that is smart though.
How do you fight against a creature that turns you to stone by looking?
Well, that's why I don't. And Big Pete, you can hear Big Pete laughing. He's like, right, fair, Elias, but you were not a combatant anyway. And Elias just goes like, yeah, that's true. But I also don't want to go inside again if I am the one who has to scout ahead and I suddenly lock eyes with those things and it turns me into stone.
It would make quite a fetching statue.
Oh, undeniable.
Were you supposed to go in all together? Or were there more of venturers?
Well, yeah, kind of. We're planning on going with the four of us. But as Elias said, or as I said about him, and he said about himself, and then I told you, guy. Never mind. He is not a combatant. He never really was. He's mostly just someone that scouts. So it was technically just the three of us going to be doing the fighting.
Do we have anything that we need to be doing now? And like, who's the most perceptive besides me?
Eleanor?
Yeah, I thought so. Like, you would occasionally like my head slightly tilting towards Lelena, but then going back. I think we should go with them. Make sure
Hell
none of
no!
them turn to stone. We could greatly aid with statue issue.
Isn't this? I don't want to be this person, but I think this creature is old, and it has like. Have we not just lock it back up, close everything down, and do it like that?
Well, my thought is that if there's someone or something down there creating constructs of flesh and skin,
Yeah, that's
we don't
true.
really want to see them continue.
Especially
Not-
underneath Arid.
Of all places.
Look toward good. I think this might be an opportunity to redeem ourselves, but make sure we are prepared this time.
I have no clue how to deal with these things.
Well, I know
I
what.
have an idea. Oh, sorry, you first.
Yeah, it was Lelena. Lelena will go like, well, there's one thing I do know. If they are going, I am not. I refuse to fight with them. And Morris will kind of like, kind of climb up. If they're not going, then I don't really want to go either. Big Pete will go, well, that's unfortunate. I mean, and he looks at you guys. If you guys want to go, I'm still willing to go. If you don't want to go and you guys want to go, I'll go with you guys. I don't mind. I just want to go in. It sounds fun.
I know, right?
Look toward transporting. So, how are you all feeling about this? Is this something we should do after what happened to Kelna?
I mean, I have my personal reasons, but I'm not feeling comfortable leaving the danger underneath this town.
Yeah,
I think we should go in.
Eleanor?
I don't think. I think we need a really good plan. If it's something that sounds a lot.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to the plan. Make sure it's thorough this time. Also, when did you say this was supposed to happen? Going into the tunnels, that is.
Whenever we felt like it.
Alright. What time of day is it?
It's about a little bit later in the afternoon, like 4 or 5 p.m.
I would say if we take the rest of the day preparing, seeing what we can do and learn about. I think mostly learning about this basilisk creature, how we can fight its stone issue. I think if we at least prepare for that, I think we're good.
So it can turn you into stone by looking at it?
Yes. I guess so.
Can we just bring a mirror?
Unless it's immune to his own effect.
I reckon it would be, otherwise its own reflection in the water would be enough, right?
Maybe it doesn't
that
like looking at itself.
depends. If it's eye contact, that's the requirement, then the water might be muddy enough to where it can't actually make that.
We could always
Mm.
try.
Elias, Monos and Elena, do you know? I understand you don't want to go in, but is there some information you could give us? Be more prepared.
Let me. There's a founding thing. Founding piece of text is so unclear for some reason.
Mm.
Any idea if it might be something magical or a curse or something else entirely?
It's your mama.
Holy shit, I can deal with that. Or just banish her.
Honestly, can you though? Doesn't sound like.
Poor mama.
She doesn't belong on this plane.
Yeah, go back to the real world.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to go like to the nine hells or something. Okay, I know that makes
Oh, okay, you're like that.
sense.
I don't know if he does know his parents. No idea where they are, if they're still alive.
Yeah, you don't know your parents.
Yeah, I do not. No fucking clue.
Where the fuck are they? Well, I know that they're underground creatures mostly. They do not like the sunlight, although they can if they want to. They walk on 8 legs, which helps them to get around pretty well in the caverns.
Yeah.
Is it like a beast of prey, or is it
Reading.
Sorry.
Oh,
Territorial.
fine.
Well, they have many forms of toxins in their bodies as well, which they can use to fight with, and obviously they shoot out beams from their eyes, so you don't necessarily have to make eye contact with them to get hit by it.
Beams.
Yeah, the bigger issue is they have to see you, and you don't have to see them back, according to some old myths, where it's all about eye contact. It's more like a magical power that it possesses.
But they do have to actually see it. If they, for some reason, cannot use their eyes, would it disable this ability of them?
I would say so, probably.
Then I definitely have something for this. Something to dispose of it and perhaps make sure it never happens at all.
Well, that's very good. If you do not able to do that, then you will slowly turn into stone and probably become one of those many statues that were there.
So,
Is there a
do they Oh, sorry. Yeah, you first.
No, you can talk.
Oh, so back to my question: Are they do they do this to hunt, or are they just defending themselves? Or were any of the statues down there like missing arms or heads, or were they eaten?
No, all the statues seemed pretty intact, actually, now I think about it. But those were only the few that I saw. As I said, when I saw them, I went back, as I did not felt like turning into stone.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I did, however, get the sense that the cavern they were in was quite spacious. This is just a guess, a gut feeling, though. Just seemed a little bit echoey in there.
And about this ability itself, you said it was magical.
It's just the best way I can describe it. The creature looks at you and you slowly start turning into stone. It sounds pretty magical to me.
Well, if that's the case, then I have another way to dispose of it. If that is true.
I do believe, but I'm not completely sure. If you're skilled enough of an alchemist, you can use their blood to cure someone of petrification. Which is something that they do when they do hunt, is they bite off pieces and then inside their body they kind of like stop being stone, I believe.
Well, I am something of an alchemist myself.
I guess the world is doomed. Well, good for you. That means you have more ways to deal with it. Just be careful for the toxins that they also carry in their bodies.
Dangerous on their body, their eyes, their blood. Basically their whole body, right?
Yes, you'd almost think there could be apex predators. If they weren't for the much larger and more other dangerous creatures about in the world.
Like dragons.
Probably, if
Rockets.
they truly exist.
I choose to believe they do.
I mean,
So do I.
you look like one,
That's
just
racist.
without wings.
Oh, the two ethereal wings fold out of his back.
Impressive.
They're magical. It's not a spell, but they are magic.
So, what can you do with them, by the way?
Oh,
Nothing.
I will try to punch V and simultaneously cover him with the wings to protect him from my own punch.
Roll for an attack.
Alright.
And you get +2 armor, I believe, but he does not have his shield equipped.
He gets
do not?
plus AC equal to my proficiency bonus.
Are you
So he
randomly
gets-
walking into a town with your shield equipped?
Yeah, like I'm at least always carrying my staff.
Yeah, but that's a walking stick.
Okay, sure, without my shield. Then.
Like I always allow people as soon as combat starts to automatically equip the shield because it makes sense in my head. But if you're, I don't believe you're always walking with it, right?
Yeah, sure, fair.
Otherwise, Lalina would start screaming at you because you have her emblem on your shield.
Oh, not yet.
Right?
Not
No.
yet. And I'm going
No,
to
you
make
haven't
like a
touched it yet.
pendant.
Oh. You're wearing my pendant of my dead father that you killed.
Yeah, I thought it looked really nice on your corpse. I mean,
He gets +4 AC. So does your AC +4 equal or beat 22?
Equal, I believe, right?
no, without the thing, I have 17. Oh no.
So you try to block your own punch, you still hit him in the face.
Essentially, yes. But no, you can see that when he's punching you, the wing kind of folds out, and as his arm goes through it, it kind of visibly slows down and slightly changes trajectory. But you still get like a solid clock on your shoulder. I'm just going to do mid damage if that's fine.
I mean, you're punching, right? And not using your claw, so it's still like 1 plus your strength.
Yeah, which is 6.
Yeah.
Well,
What I
just
kind of see
more
happening
than
is
suck.
like you're doing this, and he like instinctively tries to go out of the way, but because the wink changes direction, it goes into it anyway.
No, I was shooting word myself.
Sure.
But so the wing does kind of like slow down the attack and slightly push it away as the punch goes through it.
How
It was
close is
absorbed
it?
by the shield.
How close are you next to me? Maybe I will react in that if I'm close enough.
Good question. How close are you standing to V? He kinda, you know.
How close is V standing to me? I don't know.
I don't
Is
know.
it
you asked
I
me.
don't know. Like hiding. I think we were
How
standing
close
all
is
together in this in the
Maybe
same
I'm
group.
not standing close to Colt at all. You can't even do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I walked up to you.
I walk away. No.
Nah, I will not intercept it. Would be a lot of hassle.
No, we're just shooting word that I will slam my staff immediately on the ground and this fire barrier just shoots up.
But also beat the entire purpose of like, look what my thing can do, but I can do this.
Yeah,
but that
I
applies
know.
after my fist has gone kind of through it anyway. So.
Reduce a little bit.
Because that is as the attack hits. My wing goes for the attack roll.
Alright. But that's about all I know about these creatures. Tend to stay away from
Good
the underground.
information. Thank you.
Mostly learned this from the
Well-
dwarves, to be fair.
It also greatly aid us in our preparation.
Oh, you didn't mean that there were dwarves in the tunnel. Yeah, right. Sorry, that should be obvious.
No, we're neighbors. Sort of.
Oh, yeah, they're in, what was it called? Van Boulder?
Something like that.
Yeah.
The mountains that surround the southern elf territory are occupied by the dwarves.
But we are going to do this then. Because we have the information to prepare us now to make sure we are not inflicted by this ability of them.
I vote that we go, but as I said, I have my personal reasons too.
So do I.
Can I still come?
Of course.
Absolutely.
You're more than welcome to join. You really threw caught throughout the tavern, so yeah, you're welcome to join.
We could practice that tonight.
You're gonna throw him? You wanna practice that, you being thrown?
Look at it this way, right? Okay. So this basilisk or whatever, right? Imagine it can climb on the walls. Can't reach it, right? It's a bit too far up. He grabs me, throws me at the basilisk, and I grab onto it and pull it down on the ground.
Didn't they just mention it was venomous and poisonous? Or, yeah, poison.
I'm fairly good against those things.
Well, still could be the stone thingy.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, so.
But it seems like we're doing it then. But
Yeah.
tomorrow then, so we have today to prepare. Make sure we're ready.
Yeah, and Elias, I would like to sit down with some piece of paper that we can maybe map out everything you saw, the road, places, the stone people.
Do I have to?
You don't have time?
Just sounds like annoying effort if I'm not going inside.
Well, then we are more prepared.
Fine. But comes with a price. You're taking our job after all.
You didn't even want to do the job.
Oh,
I've done my part of the job. You're free to go scout yourself.
And who's paying for the job? Is it the count who requested this?
Yes, that would be me.
Uh,
You suddenly notice that he's actually already been standing there for quite a while.
I do a little bow, just not the full bow with the slight bow.
They were gonna get paid 300 gold each. I can offer the same to you. Obviously, he already done his share. Good talk.
I see called like.
Yeah, yeah, we're like looking at that. So, so he did his job. Are you paying him for this what he did already, or were you paying him after they went in? If I may ask, sir.
Well, the plan is to pay everyone after it was done. Uh, I know that their idea was that he was gonna go in, scout, and then the other three will do the fighting. But apparently, no. You are going to. I don't really care who's gonna do it. I just want it done. Whatever it is, even if you don't. It's mostly important that we know what exactly is going on and how we can make sure to prevent it. If there's something to kill, kill it. If there's other ways to deal with it, probably even better.
Okay. So, Elias, this means that you have done your part, and would be nice that you could share like a little map.
Well, yes, but I did my part for this group of people. Not you. Do excuse me, but I would never say no to a little bit extra money.
Well, luckily, then I don't need it because you already told a lot. Thank you so much.
That was a freebie. You're welcome.
do we really just not want to pay him for a bit of an extra edge?
How much are you charging?
Make me an offer.
Sharon, oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing an offer. Like no, this is not how the army works. Hell no.
I've bet charisma.
He definitely is not part of an army. He's an adventurer. Adventurers want money. Or do you guys want to do this for free? That's also fine.
I don't even want to do it, but yeah.
I mean, you don't have to.
I told him I don't want to.
Too bad. Going in.
I can offer you like Kind of reaches up in his pouch, digs around a bit. 30 gold. Takes it.
I'll take it.
Sure thing. He'll count up 30 gold and hand it over.
He gracefully accepts. Alright, well, I will be going to the tavern. I can draw you your map there.
Is he proficient in map making? I don't know. I don't know if he's proficient in making.
Yeah, I don't think you can tell that by just looking at him.
No, I don't know. No. Okay. Well, then I will sit with you, so I can make a good map.
Very well. And he and Morris both walk towards the tavern. If you want to join them, feel free. Sebastian just kind of like looks at them leaving at least and is like, well, care to inform me what exactly is going to happen? Is this group now going to take care of the problem, or are you guys?
After finding out what they decided that they didn't need the help and didn't want to.
I think the last part cut out.
Oh, sorry. They after seeing the creature, knowing what it was, they didn't want extra help, so they also didn't want to go in.
Lelena will interfere. Well, that's not completely true. I just don't want to fight with them specifically, especially him. So I refuse to work together with them. I don't mind if they take over. That's absolutely fine by me. And Morris is just a little bit of a scaredy cat, I suppose. Big Pete still wants to fight.
Good man.
So if we leave Fee here, you're coming with us? Is what you're trying to say? Hypothetically speaking.
You know what?
Thinking the same.
That would work.
Same.
But I refuse to fight together with him. You know why.
Understandable.
Yeah, I do.
However, I would have to refuse to
Sebastian
fight
kind of looks
without
over
it.
towards Fee. He's like, I don't. But it's also not my problem.
Oh,
Or is it my problem? He looks at Fee again.
Doesn't have to be.
Trying
the
to
way
make
I
sure
see it is, how many were the group? How big?
There were three people.
Oh yeah, 3 combatants.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one is scared.
No, one of them doesn't want to go back in. He's only a scout.
So there's only 2.
Only
No.
3.
There are a total of 4
And then we have
people
Morris.
Pete, and Lorena.
and Elias. But Elias is a non-combatant person.
Oh, okay. So the way I see it is, if we go in, we have a bigger chance because we have the 4 of us, plus Pete,
5.
which means 5. If you go in, you'd have less people. I think the safest bet is that we go in, right?
We do have ways to deal with it.
Well, that was something that we were discussing. Considering what he saw. So I don't mind taking the safer option with a lot of you. It was Big Pete, I forgot the voice.
Oh,
But also, Lorena, think of it this way. If you go in with us, V has a bit of a habit of getting bit and attacked recently by creatures. You know, you might be able to see
I would
him
just
watch him
like with
perish.
the bottom of my staff, just like poke him in his foot again.
If he gets turned to stone, I can't promise I won't break him into pieces. If that's fine with you. I still don't want to do it.
A beautiful statue to him.
We'll poke him again.
Ow!
I just give him a stare at him.
Let's not antagonize each other, please. It's enough has been done.
I agree. You guys have fun. I'll go my own way again.
It was nice seeing you again, Lena.
It was nice seeing you again.
Somewhat likewise.
Glad you're doing okay.
Be careful out there. World's going to shit.
I've noticed. And she will just do like a friendly bow to the entire group still. And then
West.
Liliana exists in a quant position. She does a bow to everyone except V.
no,
She was like-
she does like one slight bow and she walks into the tavern as well.
Getting
That's
absolutely
where we are, or
wasted.
just outside?
I could not hear you. Yeah, someone said just absolutely
were-
wasted.
Are Eleanor and the other guy just in tavern?
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
we
As
are still all outside.
the other
Alright, so as
the three were inside now.
alright, I would just say it just in case. As he's like at the edge of like where she could probably hear me, I will just say, Stay safe."
She looks for a rock.
I hand her one.
Oh, you're walking with her.
Nah, I've got 60-foot reach.
Long arms, like whoop.
Right.
Yep.
So I guess these are the new way of business. You guys are gonna do this thing for us instead.
Yep.
Yeah, we're the legacy.
And Big Pete will help us.
I thought the Golden Lexi died. Oh wait, that was Golden Fella. Never mind. Sorry.
The golden fella, yeah.
Ah,
The
no.
good fellas, yeah.
We
May they rest in peace.
unfortunately saw their demise and put them to rest.
Yes. They
Oh,
kill them for rest their souls.
Very well. Once again, I will offer all of you 300 gold each. To get this solved, I don't really care how, as long as it is solved and my people can roam around there freely, preferably. Or at least get my people back if they're still alive.
That's good. Sounds good. So, Eleanor might need a plan.
I will sit with Elias in a moment, making the map.
Yeah, she's aside, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, not yet.
But
no, sorry.
yeah, Elias is.
Elias is, yeah. I did not follow them into the tavern.
Maybe before we create a plan, we should ask Pete a little bit about what he's good at and what his role inside the party could be.
Besides,
He grabs
tavern
his
owner.
great sword. Smash things with
You're
this
a
thing.
planner.
Just not the statues,
Oh,
but
I have
think
two.
You understand that?
I have these. Whoa.
She.
Whoa!
Oh, I have these, and I just turned my arm 360 degrees.
But you can do that.
I'm a fucking robot, bro. I don't have joints.
I have a portable battering.
I have two diamonds.
Pete is probably like, that is so
Alright,
cool.
So rad, dude.
Where'd you get that? I want one.
Could
It's
just do
got
this
flames
actually.
on the side. Makes it
You know what?
faster.
I need two.
With a fishing pole.
That
He
is
also,
a fishing
he
pole.
also has a fishing pole. For lore reasons.
He also
Does he
looks
smack
like
people
he's
with those
on-
fish.
I love the second, like the fish in the.
They look so surprised.
the big one.
All the
with
fish
net
look so
on his
surprised.
chest, too.
So
That's the
first-
slapper. That's not a snapper, that's a slapper.
So first the map, then the plan, right? Then we have all the information we need to proceed.
As for the poison we discussed, I can clear. I can clear poison some 3 odd times in a day, as
Could
well
also
as diseases and such.
Could also prepare for that if needed.
I think
But
you
if-
focus on the petrification.
Yeah. We'll talk about what we can do with that later.
I can focus on like the routes, the mapping, the surroundings.
Also, ask him where he saw what exactly. Where
Yeah.
saw the statues and the stitch being.
Being there were 2 of them.
Well, it's still a being, right?
No, I think he saw
Beings.
2 stitched together, like not 2 stitched together, but
Oh,
2
I
stitched
sorry.
together.
Sorry, I
Being.
misunderstood.
Yeah, I understand also that there were two constructs with
I know.
made of multiple different peephole
That he saw.
skin.
That he saw, and yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
we know.
Sorry.
and wearing skin 2 sizes too small.
Alright, you get working on the map, then we'll discuss the next part.
Alright,
And
so
we need some rations and stuff for inside because we don't know how long we will be in there. If something happens.
You can possibly look for a shop. Maybe there's some items that can aid us in this shopping session.
oh yeah, because they suddenly have a magical stone curing things just because they're
maybe-
Maybe they have something. Maybe there's just a magic shop that has cool stuff.
There's no magic shop
Be
here.
right back, like 2 minutes. Sorry. Fuck.
There,
Well, isn't it break time anyway?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's
was
go
about
for
to. I was about to say.
Alright.
Go fuck off. Shoo,
Alright, be right back.
shoo,
Fuck you too.
shoo, shoo.
Be right back.
Hi, chat.
Hi.
Uh,
I threw one of those little La Vacherie cubes. Wait, those, you know those with the cow, those little cheese, creamy cheese cubes? With the cow on it, the red cow?
no.
You don't? Wait.
I don't think so.
This one.
You don't have your camera on.
La...
No.
Green. Oh, yeah, what am I doing?
You're setting
could
it in
just show
places
you.
where I can't.
These ones.
I know the cow. I don't know the cubes.
Yeah, so... the cubes is just little snack variants of it. They're just... They have like the round one with the triangle-shaped, pizza-shaped cheese
Yeah, I think I know that one.
or on bread. But these
Oh,
are more just
maybe
to
not.
snack on. There's like just a tiny cube.
I never had those. I don't really know them.
Gina loves them. I love them too. But yeah, I had the great idea because I was like, oh, Gina probably wants one. She's sitting on the couch. I throw it at her. I throw it too hard, flies over her head, ends up behind the couch. And it's like against the wall, so I had to pull the whole couch forward to get it back. And I was like, I probably shouldn't let cheese just lay around behind the couch.
No. Probably not. The bunnies might eat them.
Oh, they couldn't get to it. It was literally behind the wall in there. They're very tiny. Fridge.
You'd be surprised where they can fit in.
Oh, I know. I know. But this is too small.
They can easily fit up your butt.
This is a cricket size. Cricket? I guess thumb size. Crack.
Nice.
We love thumb size cracks.
I love cracks.
Hello.
Hello.
I love crack.
No.
Wolfie Quest endorses the use of crack.
No.
Oh.
What's going on?
Just kidding.
New gunner subclass. Chrono trigger.
Proto trigger.
Chrono.
Oh.
Ronan.
Wait, what's time
Hell yeah.
based?
Hell yeah.
That is sick. I love time-based shit, but it's always so difficult to, especially from like a story, like doing like really like time-based storytelling with like time travel is so fucking difficult to do right.
Yep. Really is. But it's from the Kickstarter I was talking about.
Yeah,
It is-
like every RPG like falls into the trap of it, and then it's like, oh, this is such a cool concept, and then at some point it's like, why didn't you just go back in time with every little plot point? It's like, why didn't you go back in time and fix it? Why did you do?
It depends how controllable it is.
Oh, kurwa.
Yeah, look. It's art for it.
Oh.
It's a tiefling with a gun.
You're a tiefling with a gun.
I am everything.
But do you have a gun? No, you're
In
not
D-
American enough.
In D&D I do. In D&D I have everything. Everything I could ever desire. Like 8 hours of sleep. I'm gonna check what fell. Then this law said 2 minutes. Time to get the curse book.
Uh-oh.
There he is. So
There he is.
I knew as soon as I would mention the curse book, he would suddenly mysteriously come back.
uh,
Everybody ready?
just 2 seconds, because this might.
Crunch a little bit.
Discord's pretty good at that apparently.
I have some internet issues. I don't know why.
Don't you always?
That's
I'm
just
so
because,
confused because I literally have 1,000 MB like download and upload speed, and I still have internet issues.
Well, according
mean,
to
I don't
Boyd,
understand.
mine is also very slow. So, I don't know.
Are you on Wi-Fi or through cable?
I'm through cable.
Is your router any good, or is it just the one you got from the telecom company?
It is I have a good router, but it just randomly I open a web page and that web page is just like, I will destroy your internet now for a few seconds, and then it will come back.
Might be a
I
DNS
don't know.
issue as well, depending on if your provider has like bad routing.
Yeah, maybe
I,
it
I
is.
had I had that issue at another place I lived where, like, sure, I had 500, but whenever I tried to reach anything, like hosted specifically in like the China, Japan, in that direction, everything was just way slower. But everything else was fine.
Maybe that's it, because it's always with the same kind of website.
The hentai.
Definitely that one.
Oh, that's why you
Yeah.
specifically named Japan and something else, just to make it not too obvious.
No, I said China and everything else over there. I didn't mention Japan.
Did you?
No.
No.
Or you're trying to make it even less obvious?
I mean, through others, you know yourself and all that.
Anyways, let's get back into action. You guys are standing around while Sebastian is also standing there, and calf thingy person calf. I need you to again explain yourself, because I was like slightly distracted, looking something up. What was your arm like? What made your armor so recognizable again, and for who?
So the armor was, part of the uniform when he was an honor guard for the envoys back in Drycarp, and only like the honor guards of nobility and important people back in Drycarp wore that. Now his is a bit more battle beat and worn out, but it's still that armor.
Alright.
But he has currently kind of covered himself up in his cloak.
Which you mentioned is way too small.
A bit too small. He's
Way
a
too
bit
small.
taller. He's a bit taller than he was when this cloak was first made for him.
It's like a scarf now.
No, it's
Oh.
like his ankles, but or like it doesn't reach all the way down to his feet anymore.
Oh
Essentially.
no, his toes are showing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in that case, well, report to me if you get the job done or if it fails. I am gonna go back and make sure that all those people get a place to sleep for tonight and get them enough provisions to head up to NA in the morning.
I have a quick question for that. We ran into a fella a bit back that was heading up here to turn himself in, I think it was.
Yes.
Did he has he arrived?
What is it to you?
Well, he was a good enough fella along the way. I just figured I want to know if he reached this place safe enough. It's dangerous roads out there right now.
Okay, so now you've actually got some attention on yourself from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lucky I roll like shit as per usual.
I saw the roll there as well, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's a public. I don't know why it always rolls as Arif. It always goes back to Arif for some reason. Someone did do that. A fellow called Billy. A while back.
That would be the one.
What about him?
No, I just said. I know that he's done something. He kind of admitted as much himself that he's done things that aren't really, good. But as I said, seemed a nice enough fella as a person. I was just wondering if since he's arrived, I guess what his punishment was.
Currently still in jail.
Right.
We've considered execution. But I'm personally not ever a fan of doing that too quickly. So we're still kind of deciding what to do with him. Of course, he was a member of one of the largest criminal groups.
Heard as much.
Done things that are not really forgivable. Annihilation of Holga, the attacks on Lindau. Why are you doing so?
You see under his cloak, you see it.
But the fact that he came up, turned himself in, shows promise. But he also came back with something worrisome. Something we've already long expected, but not sure if I'm happy or sad. Well, a little bit of both, maybe. Not important. But he's in prison.
Alright. Well, alive for now at least. That's. Right. Yeah. Sorry, you can thank you for your sorry,
Are you alright?
tongue twist. No, yeah, I'm fine.
We've just been through a rough battle back in the Kelna. We're still a bit recovering from what happened. And we're eager to go out again. Hopefully do some good and cure whatever ails us with an upcoming fight. For good,
Yeah,
that is.
I've heard some parts about the Kelna story. Which is why I want you to inform me if you succeed or not, instead of just walking away.
Let's hope there are no curses involved this time then.
I hope it's gonna end up being nothing too serious. I'm just worried about my people that are down there. I just want to know what their fate is, either dead or alive. And if
We will
something
make sure
killed
the
them,
message gets to you.
and if something killed them, I wish for it to be dealt with, if it's still around. Or a person. If it's a cave-in, I guess you can't really do much about it.
We can crush those boulders.
I like that. I'm just hoping that they're still alive somewhere.
Here's to hope.
Well, from my understanding, you're going there tonight. I'll inform the guards at the gate tomorrow. They will open it up.
Tomorrow. Not tonight, tomorrow.
That's what I meant to say. Been drinking a bit too much.
What are you thinking?
Been hydrating too much.
Well, we'll let you know. They will let you in tomorrow in the morning. You guys are an odd enough bunch for the descriptions to add up. I'm gonna go to work. And he walks off.
Thank you, sir.
You too.
I'll make sure he's far enough away. I wonder what about Pity, what he said. He said it was not important, but not sure about that.
They Billy was bringing my
Oh,
my
yeah.
signet here. Tell them I was dead. Tell them Voth was dead.
I forgot about that, that's right.
What are you sneakily rolling over there, Wolfie? Oh.
Less excited as you thought it was, huh?
No, it wasn't.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? You're now
Time to prepare.
just with Pete.
So Pete, we're gonna go in. You crush, God crush. We'll make sure you don't get stoned and then crush.
We
Whoa,
gotten
whoa, whoa!
ourselves.
Let Eleanor make the plans, please.
Well, I think we all have to work together.
On this one, yes, I have
That's
no
a
clue
given.
what we're going to get in, and next to that, it's going to be dark. We're going to see nothing. We have to have lights on. Everyone can see us with the lights on. Why?
It's okay, Sharon is
Can
an
we-
Why
expert.
can it not
Message-
be a boat?
Can we message Reader? And ask him if he maybe has books on these creatures.
It will be a bit difficult to send it through message. Unless he can teleport here.
I mean, he's quite fast with. Like, he gets around.
Don't think he's that fast. Or is he, Eleanor? Do you know by any chance?
No, he like what I remember is that he climbed up a church to talk with Belra. So I would say
But all the way from there to here.
She was just in his spot.
Before tomorrow morning. After we probably already made a plan.
Oh, with this, I don't know if he will be here. Like, do you remember about the books? It took a little bit of time for him as well.
Yeah, so probably that's out of the question then.
I would love to have Raider here, but he's not a fighter. He's more of a knowledge guy. He has his own group that maybe works. You know the Chronicle Taverns.
I mean, otherwise you could just send a message to him and ask him if he knows more about the basilisk than what we've got, or anything else that could petrify, as well as if he knows anything about stitched together flesh golems.
I think that's something that we should ask about. We know about the basilisk, what they're capable of. We already have ways of dealing with it. But those stitched together beings, we are not sure what they are. If we are going to asking him about anything, it should be that, I think. We can spend some of our energy now to make sure we get as much information. I can send a few messages if we need to.
I think it's a good idea
tonight.
Probably not. It's a good idea that we can maybe message him about these construct creatures that were sewn together.
Fuck, I don't have sending prepared. I had to remove curse.
Ah,
Yeah,
never
the
mind.
The one time. I was looking at themselves. Wait, I don't have
cocked.
SMH.
do you know how much spells I have to prepare for you guys so you guys don't get fucking killed?
I don't have to
I
prepare
want to do
anything.
damage. I need to make sure you guys don't die, and I have to like the utility things. I have at least have scrying.
You don't need to deal damage.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like my inflict wounds and my spirit guard.
Yeah, but you don't need to.
But it definitely helps.
Yeah, it's fun too. We just diddle someone for 3d10.
And I can't really buff every turn. That's not that efficient.
No, but you can buff, debuff, and just whack.
Or why'd you just blast? But I just thought about sending is not something on my list right now. I am able to cast scrying, however.
You can do a
Let's
location,
watch
right?
how Reader is doing instead of distracting him.
No, we're not gonna watch him. Watch him sleep under some boots. We could
Sure,
look
sleeping.
at the location that I have been before.
Oh, okay.
Please
So
don't
not
do that.
if someone instructs like how, like you could also a location when someone else tells you how the location looks, or
You have seen before.
okay.
Specifically, it says.
So it's only with people that you have to hear from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you scry on a petrified guard?
Think. It has to be either a creature or a location.
It is a
Is
creature. But it's
someone
petrified.
petrified considered a creature? I think so.
Yeah.
It's not like suddenly an object, or is it?
No, it's still a creature.
Pure creature.
But you'd have to know like at least the name of one of the specific guards that's gone missing.
You could ask that, or we can scry on Billy. Get him out of jail.
No.
We're getting him out of jail. If I'm not in jail, he doesn't deserve to be in jail.
Right, but we're not
you should
breaking
be
it.
in
The
jail.
problem is both
You
of you
should
deserve
be
to be in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
but we're
far
not
worse-
breaking
Actually, that's
someone
a
out
lie.
of prison.
Billy deserves to
sure
be in
far-
jail. You deserve to be executed.
No,
Bro.
far worse. But okay, that's not the point.
I like the whole arguing for your own execution part you did there.
Yeah. At least we can agree on something.
Like, currently you have so many eyes on you who are very pissed but might find you useful.
Not very useful, guys.
A lot of them.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
from you at least.
If you were not useful, you would probably be executed at this point.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Not even by the king, just by your own party.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least I'm playing a good character.
You're gonna stand on the like you're gonna be thrown in the sea.
And Sarah
you're
will
doing anything.
write a song while, while it all happens.
All right. So anyway, he's crying.
Hmm.
So, yeah, continue.
We need to find someone who knows some of the cards. You can tell a little bit about these cards, and then you can scry on them, and then we see the location.
Hey, Kav, who was your best friend when you worked in the city?
Boy. I don't want to answer the question.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Okay, kicked me. I see.
Huh?
I lost connection to Forge.
Disconnected.
Bye bye.
Can I do that? Oh, I can. Wait. Is this new?
I think it was always there.
No, but I mean like pill to scene.
Oh, I don't know.
Like you can pill.
That's cool. I
Wait.
don't think that was.
So if I do this. Oh my god.
Yep.
Drag him into the void.
Probably is for him.
Yes.
Alright, so we could discuss a bit more about possibly scrying. I don't know, are you going to join us with it, or do you think you should focus on the map for now, and then after that we continue with the rest of the plan?
I think I should focus on the map.
Very well.
If you guys can maybe find someone who is willing to talk
We
about
could always
Fran.
try Sebastian again. Ask if he knows someone. At least we could try the garrisons or the keep, that is. What do you
If I-
think, Cod?
If I look around, is there like an area that you have a lot of guards?
There's currently still 2 guards in front of the gate that goes into the tunnels, and there's 2 guards in front of the gate near the keep.
Probably the tunnels are.
I would recommend just talking to the guards itself, because they normally know each other better than the higher up.
Especially in this town, they're very familiar with each other. Hell, they're even being used to train soldiers in NA at the moment. That's why most of the soldiers are gone.
I think.
Leave this with you guys. I will go inside and talk with Elias.
I think you could talk to probably any one guard and they'll know someone. It's a tight-knit group.
Do you know any of them by chance, Cod?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to them, or would you rather not?
I could make an attempt.
If it
I guess we're
doesn't
just saying, like we're trying to, we're going to go down there. We just want the name of 1 or 2 of them, maybe some identification to see if we find them.
You're sure you want to do this? We could do it as well.
It's perfectly fine with this, and he thinks the headband. I'm basically unrecognizable to who these people knew.
Just don't drop it mid-conversation.
No, that was old Koth.
Good.
Meow!
Right. Well, I guess we're going to the guards.
Or should have the cat steal the headband.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It would be for me.
But yeah, Koth would approach the guards. Probably the ones not in front of the tunnel, but the other ones.
Alright.
Mm-mm.
How can we help?
Yeah, sorry. Me and my friends here joined the task to explore the tunnels underneath the keep. We're going to head down tomorrow, but before that, since we're going to be looking for survivors primarily, I wanted to know if you've maybe got the names of some of the guards that have disappeared down there.
Well, I guess if you're gonna rescue them, there's no reason to hide their names. You have Amber, you have Falk, you have Johnny, you have Bob, you have Elroy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing.
You have your best friend Andy.
No, that one I killed, I'm pretty sure.
Shut the
Was there any one of them that was leading them?
That would be Falk.
Alright, Falk.
No, Falk,
Oh, Falk.
like a bird
Yeah.
in Dutch,
With an F or a V.
but with a V.
Falk. Val. Pronounced the same.
Volk. A Volk.
Valk.
Falcon.
Valk. Valk.
Volk.
Right. Thank you. We'll do our best to try and find them. If we don't spot any survivors, we will make sure to avenge them.
Well, we appreciate that, and we hope you find them alive. But it has been a few months at this point, so we're pretty sure that they're dead at this point. He looks a little bit. They both look a little bit down.
Terrible day. Lose a man you served with.
Really is. The worst part is that as long as they're down there somewhere, we can't even give them a proper burial. I mean, we can't even if they're eaten. We just don't have the information. And that's, especially for the families, makes it extra hard.
Yeah.
Like Falk had 10 children.
His poor wife.
Oh, you don't even know half of it. Babies are
Oh,
huge.
I meant like, losing her husband.
Oh, right. Yeah, that too.
Wait, what were you? Oh, no. No. Ah.
Well, the last child had a huge head. I don't know, man. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh no, I'm feeling for mine.
No, I'm feeling weird.
Right. Thank you. Keep up the good work. We'll do our best to bring good news.
Appreciate it, sir. Good luck.
And you. Did kind of walk back to the party and to V. I'd say Fox are best bet at trying to find.
Very well, then probably not the best idea to scry here in the middle of the town.
Let's
Should we?
get a room
What are you suggesting?
so you can scry in private.
Alright, good.
Together.
Wait, what are you?
No, you really have to think a bit more careful with your words and who
Look,
you're giving roses.
Look, the rose thing is a fair suggestion. But just from the context, it should have been obvious that I suggested that you were going to get a room to do your scrying.
I thought you were smarter.
Or crying.
Or crying, yeah. Wait, who said that?
Alright, we could definitely get a room. We probably have to
California.
get one anyway.
Proto, is there anything you want to do?
No, nothing in particular. Just chilling with Pete, socializing. He's good company. And we're in a tavern.
You are the best friends now.
Oh.
Like, Big Pete is just overly friendly for some reason.
I will show Big Pete some party tricks that I can do with my projections and telekinetic hands. Maybe prank some people by tapping them like on the shoulder with telekinetic hands, just like random people in the tavern.
Like, his two main reactions would be like either amazement or like he bursts out and laughing when you do like the tapping thing, or if you do make something like float, he's like, "Oh, that's so awesome, dude!" And if you do the tapping on someone's shoulder, he just bursts out and laughing. Is Elias still in the tavern, or did he leave? Is the question.
That's the question. He could have just taken the gold and walked away.
No, as you enter the tavern, you see him and Moros and Lelena sitting at a table. He's already like starting to draw up a map for you.
Is there an empty chair?
Probably.
Yeah, you could probably. They're a little bit in the more of the middle of the tavern, because that's where the round tables are. There would be a chair, or at least 2 or 3 empty chairs still.
Okay. I will walk up to the table and be like, is it okay if I join?
Of course, that was the entire intention, wasn't it?
I'm just looking at Lelena. She's at the same table, right? Like I'm having eye contact with her.
Yeah, I'm fine with you.
I will grab one of the chairs and put it next to. No, I don't remember his name anymore. Elias.
Yeah. Also, the as you guys at some point all enter the tavern. It's a very big tavern. This is the only tavern in town, as Gav would know, and probably even V actually. The inside is a lot less decorated because it's mostly designed for efficiency. There are a lot of tables. The tables more at the sides are longer tables where people can sit in rows. And then the entire center of the tavern is mostly filled with round tables to fit as many people in there as they can. Especially completely in the middle, there's actually some empty space because in the middle there is a very big fireplace, basically, with a giant chimney that goes up. And there's iron bars around the fireplace itself, so that people can't really walk in there, or pieces of wood stay where they're supposed to stay. But yeah, you still can't really go close, and the entire area around it is also only rock, while other places have more of a wooden floor, which seems a little bit more as a decoration-ish as well, and so you don't have like cold feet all the time. the beams that are supporting the tavern ceilings up seem to be a little bit of a dwarfish style. Very neat, very organized. They have the, how do you call those things? Stuff like it. You have to. They're square, but then there's like the thingy or
Yeah.
which
Ground molding or
I guess like it increases the size when it hits the floor and the ceiling. I don't really know what
Oh.
those things are called.
sides. I don't know what they're called.
I don't know either, actually.
Don't even know if they have a name. Probably do.
I think they do. They have in Swedish.
Everything has a name, so. Yeah, no, that's what I have.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote down.
That's yeah.
Thank you.
Let's say you sit at the table. He's drawing up a map. It's not like the most beautiful map or something, but it seems to at least make a pretty good incline of.
Oh, I will help him out because I know how to make maps. So I will be like, okay, so how much should we like? I will be a little bit like I will not be pushy, but I will be helping out.
Are you sure that you're not gonna be pushy?
No, I will be like, I will be like, so I will be asking questions when he's drawing it. Like, so how long, like, yeah, how big would this cave be, or how big, and then yeah.
He does get a little bit annoyed. He's like, I don't know every single millimeter. I didn't measure anything. But this should at least show about the proper layout of the entire location. At least from the things I've seen. You notice that he leaves a couple of things open because he just didn't go in there just yet.
Yeah.
And especially
And
when he was way back, he especially decided to not go in there. He will also explain that.
Yeah, I will write it on this paper, like with some nice, neatly written handwriting, like the reasoning on the paper itself, and also like for example where he saw the constructs, and like I will write everything he says on this map as well in a really pretty neat handwriting. 50% of the party cannot read. But I can, and it's about me, not you guys. This is my job, I cannot do anything else.
You're doing good in fights.
I'm giving away my tags, yes. I'm good in fights.
I did make
You're
a
also
map for
telling
this.
people where to hit and letting people move more.
I know.
True.
And I like to draw on cave walls, so I'm planning to do this again.
Oh yeah, the fucking arrows.
Yes. Come on, that's super smart.
In a maze?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I know I live in the ship, but these things.
Yeah, so you very directly, the first things that you see is indeed like a little bit of a very straightforward maze. Well, not straightforward, well, a little bit straightforward, but as long as you know the layout. It's not a very difficult one, it's just, again, it seems from what you can tell to be mostly made to confuse people or to like save or gain some time against people that would be chasing you, if that were to be the case. I remember making a map. Can't find the map.
Uh-oh.
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 There we go. There it is.
Uh-oh. Now we have a map.
Oh no.
So after you exit that area, he kind of like draws like tunnels that go into two different directions. one seeming to go to the right, one going to the left. He took the left one himself. It kinda cronkles around a little bit.
Cronkles?
Curves.
Curves?
Wrong.
I just have cronkles in my head when I see this. It's 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 a natural cave. It seems very. There are lots of twists and turns and cronkles. When he went left, then he draws the right and shows that it kind of goes back to the same point at the entrance. Went back because there was another T section. Then he went left, and there was a path that goes to the north or straight. He went straight towards the east, basically. There's a big room there, and that's where the two things were, whatever they are. And then he draws another tunnel that kind of twists and turns into, from what he believes to be a larger cavern, but again, he did not see it. It's just kind of his
Belief
intuition.
checking.
And there was a little bit of echoing going about. And that's when he turned back.
Yeah. Well, this map looks great.
Well, it did cost 30 gold, so it must be worth something.
Do you have any more tips?
Well, again, I don't know what's in here, and he shows like the path towards the north. I don't know where that leads to. I don't know how dangerous it is in there, so probably want to avoid that unless you are a very curious person and wants to explore it.
Yeah. I have those people in my group.
Make sure
you know.
to see the creatures before they see you.
Dark vision.
Out any of them dark visions?
Any of who?
Huh?
I think you're the only one in your party right now.
Oh,
You're
really?
Yeah.
so blind.
Wait, no one else. Wait, Scott, you're dark
No.
vision,
No.
right?
No.
Wait, you but I thought dragons weren't. No, fuck.
No?
Weirdly enough, they
I
don't.
didn't- I didn't have it before, but now I have it. Feels
I
good,
don't
but
think
also,
dragons do either. They just have tremor sense.
where's your tremor sense?
And when they're big enough, they have a blind sight too.
True sight.
They don't. I don't think they have dark vision. Yeah, true. But I don't
Don't
think
they-
they have dark vision.
Do they have like true sight at some point?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
ancient
when,
ones.
when they get adult and bigger, I think.
Adult as well? I don't know.
Adult might just be tremor sense. I'm not sure. Either way.
So where were we?
It's a pretty good
Okay.
map, I believe. Eleanor just said.
Yeah.
and
And about
the,
that, I have a curious team that likes to go into unknown places.
What are you on about?
And
try to see them before they see you. Is the best tip I can give
Yeah.
you. Because if you get surprised by one of these creatures, you're fucked.
yeah.
If
yeah.
if it
Well,
is
luckily-
even those creatures.
Luckily, I'm used to surprise creatures. 'Cause I normally am on the sea, so. Yeah. Well, I'm really grateful for this.
It was a pleasure doing business.
And I just want to say, you were from, wait, where was you from again? That was like a from Mermel.
Yes.
How is it over there?
Very
Or haven't
foresty.
you been there for long? You haven't been there for a long time?
A couple of years ago. It's a nice place. It's in the middle of the forest. Very
Mhm.
peaceful. Our town mostly lives very well with nature.
And you decided to start adventuring into the unknown.
I'm a curious person. I figured I'd go out in the world one day. Make a little bit of money with it.
Doing some scouting is a good profession.
It's always worth the money. You put yourself in a lot of risk. But I'm not a fighter, so this is also the best thing I can do.
You must be quite quick, or
I like to think
is there
so.
something? Is there? Do you have some tips on like the stealthiness part? Recently I was preparing the group for some like well-needed pep talk, and we got overthrown by some creatures because I was too loud with my armor. So you have some tips with that?
Well, he grabs like a little stick that he carries on with him, and he like just pokes your armor, and you can like, ting ting ting, and then he points towards Kaf Effie, who just come walking in.
Clink clonk, clink clonk, clink clonk, clink clonk.
I think you have to realize that at some point that your party might just not be fit for stealthy missions, so you have to work around that instead. Unless you have your personal scout to do that for you. But if I look at even just the four of you, I don't think any of you seems particularly good in the arts. That guy seems to like party tricks a lot.
Yeah, no, for us group, no. But we do have she's not here, and a really amazing elf as well, and she has quite some cool skills. But maybe it's something she wants to pick up in the future. She has done some stealthy jobs as well.
Well, it's always useful to have someone with it, but you also still have to keep in mind that if the rest of you aren't, you can't build your plan around stealth either way. Even if you have one person scouting ahead, you have all the knowledge that you need. It will all fall apart the moment they hear the rest of you.
Yeah.
So, what would you do then?
We're some great fighters. Sometimes we don't need the element of surprise.
Slightly my point. You work with what you have, not with what you don't.
Yeah. You're right. But maybe we can give something to Siren for her in the future.
Mayhaps.
Sometimes armor isn't, yeah, we cannot take it off. I do have another thing that I just want to point. I think you're quite cool and cool person. If you ever wanna like have some like peace or have some fun or whatever, we have a keep. We if you wanna be there, like just check it out one day if you're heading towards the what village was her keep in again, guys? I don't remember.
What? It is next to, in between Adenta and Kelna. Wait, no,
Yeah,
is
but
it?
It is, yes. What the fuck is
Yes,
it?
Nusty?
Nusdi.
Newsty, yeah.
D.
No, nose D. Ah, da, da.
Nose
How
is
do you write that?
nose.
Nose. Yeah.
This is Dutch word for nose.
Yeah.
Nose.
D.
D-E-E.
Nose
Yeah,
D.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nose is not. I mean,
Nose dick.
oh, we did
If you
travel
ever-
past there recently.
Yeah, we have a cool keep with. I invite a lot of cool people with a lot of knowledge, and you're like always welcome to if you need to stay or Whatever, you're welcome to knock on the door.
He takes a sip of his beer. Thinks a second about, well, maybe one day. If I ever need a new job and you guys have something, I might stop by if I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's good.
What about him?
What about? Okay, no, this is scaredy chicken. I don't want to talk with this.
With this, what?
With this scaredy chicken.
He's gonna fireball of you.
Oh wow!
I
Come
dare
at
him.
me. Come at me, man.
Okay, sorry. Let me.
Disadvantage. I can see what he's doing.
Or instead, he'll just cast Ice Storm.
Oh, that's also fine by me. Fucking get at me, bro.
Is it cold damage?
Yep.
Ah, come at me.
You have resistance to
Give
cold
it 2
damage.
rounds before he's on the ground.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
shield
both
also resistant
both
to
V
it.
and Eleanor have gotten resistance to cold damage from my runes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, now just do lightning bolt.
Fucking,
Otherwise, just
once
power
again,
word kill.
That one I have a hard time dealing with.
You think he's a pushover? Ha.
Yes, he's a wizard.
Yeah,
They're
that's
all
true.
pushovers.
That's why they have power word kill.
Yep.
They're all pushovers until they start casting spells.
No, they're pushovers then as well, so as long as someone can reach them.
Yeah, have fun.
I've got a long reach.
He has a special trait that lets him cast spells 5 times the distance than normal.
I think that's kind of fine, honestly.
Fireball also increases in 5 times the size.
Ah, there we go.
Not necessarily a problem for you, but for everybody else in the tavern. Including himself.
That's just a nuke.
Yep. I have a person who wants to give
No.
you their business card.
Alright, but so what do you guys do? You
Just me
I think
and God are getting a room.
Stop saying it like that.
We're getting a room for, I guess.
Alright.
For like how many?
I
like
guess
2
they're
rooms
getting
we
a
get?
room.
We'll
Alright.
get like 2 rooms, right?
No, you can all share one room.
Are there enough beds?
There are 2 sets of beds. But currently there are a lot of towns and villages that need a place to sleep.
Yeah.
You're
Maybe
lucky.
there isn't even a room.
You're lucky that I'm even allowing to give you a room.
Yeah. No, I don't think there is, right?
I'm
like,
I'm
don't
saying
allow us.
I'm saying there is.
We have our tent. We can sleep in our tent.
Fuck it, you guys don't get sleep. You're
I
all
Alright.
didn't do
Yes.
anything.
you're all exhausted. We're going
That's
to.
cool.
I've done
Thanks,
nothing.
Eleanor.
Wolf.
You're a group. You share the consequences of Eleanor's actions.
Gotta
I'm
whip these
okay.
people into shape.
No, but they were all like making sure that they had place to stay in like a lot of other villages, their houses as well. Like they're not all staying at the tavern. So there is a room free for you.
Perfect.
How much is it?
10 gold.
Oh, gee.
No, it's
I'm,
what's the price again for a tavern?
um,
5 silver. But they're making it 1 gold because it's very busy right now.
Sure, I'll pay for it.
fair enough.
I'll pay for the room.
Mostly
let's-
because they have the double amount of people to take care of.
Alright, let's proceed.
Do I see them in the tavern now, like walking by?
Yeah, that like
Thinking,
he was like pointing
Yeah,
towards
yeah, yeah.
them. They're
making
just,
the noise.
hey, can we have a room together? Sure.
Okay,
I roll with stealth.
And then you see them
Oh.
together walking up the room.
oh no, I will, before they go up, I will be like, Elias, give me a moment, and I will go towards them. Like, yeah. Did you guys meet someone that you could have talked to?
Yeah, we
There's
got a few names.
Is it?
Uh,
Do you have who?
a leader of one of the one of the corps that went down there. Falk.
Hey, I don't know how scrying works, but how much information do you need from someone? And I look at V.
Well, just base information is enough to start it, but knowing the person or having something from the person will
Is it-
only aid me. A better description will not really work.
Maybe we can. The what was his name again? Called?
Falk.
Maybe we can find his family and find something from him.
If he still lives in the same place that he did like 8 years ago, no more. When last I was here, probably.
Will that increase succession of an scrying?
If we do find something that belongs to him, then yes.
You could ask his
But-
wife.
It has to be. It can't be just like a fork that he used once. That has to be something a bit more closer.
Well, I suppose a family member would have something to remember him of.
Dead children.
Oh boy, brother.
That would work.
It's not an object.
Well, it has become an object.
Fair, yeah, you know, yeah.
The children?
Yeah,
Yes.
once they're dead.
Well, I will just leave this. I just wanted to ask. I'll leave it with you guys, and with that, I will do a sleight of hand thing and put 3 platinum pieces in the coin pouch of Koth,
Oh boy.
or at least a place where you normally find your money.
Yeah, it's a coin pouch. It's
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Hey. I cannot do that, but it doesn't matter. I will try anyways. I can't do that because it's like
I will
Ow.
not notice it.
Does
I
that
don't
beat your
know-
No,
passive
no, no.
perceptions?
it
Yeah,
does.
minus
It
19.
doubles it.
I also don't notice it.
Alright,
Yeah.
in that case, you succeed in doing so.
Sweet.
Free money.
But he doesn't know yet. It's
No.
You
no,
might never know.
He might never know. That's correct.
You're rich now. Congratulations, you can retire.
No, I've got the same amount of money I had before.
And this one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saving up money, okay, guys. I'm trying to buy important things for us, and
Yeah.
I just never got a nice shopping spree yet.
I mean, you haven't needed to yet.
Yeah, there was
I
nothing.
guess.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you have been at shopping things, you just never want to buy anything.
Yeah.
You already
I'm-
have a
I'm
good
sav-
enough weapon, so.
Yeah. I'm saving up. Like I want to have a better armor or a better
Yeah.
crossbow or whatever.
You're saving up to buy an airship? Mm-hmm.
And that's a good idea. Then I can have like air vehicles, then I can have land vehicles, and I can have water vehicles. I think this is it.
Airships
have
don't
like a-
exist yet.
Do you have
Yeah.
like a driver license for them yet and a permit?
No, Bayer's working on that.
Oh.
Both making them exist and fixing the driver's test.
Oh, she's also doing the paperwork.
Yep.
She's not working on them yet, but she will be the one to invent them if she survives.
Alright, we'll make sure. I'm gonna scar her.
But the two of you go to your room hand in hand.
Get a room.
Stop saying that. Stop saying it that way.
No.
Oh god. I never told you about how I felt about you.
I will quite literally smite.
I know. It will be worth it.
God damn.
Oh, damn.
Get this into it. No, but we go to the room and prepare for some nice scrying.
Are you guys not even gonna take my advice of getting something from this family so you can have it easier and you don't have to do it 7 times?
I don't want to disturb a grieving family, you know?
Okay.
That might not
Okay.
even succeed.
This is as romantic as I go right now, music-wise.
Alright, I go
I don't
into a
hear
different
any
room.
music, sorry.
Kind of sad.
A little bit. What about this one? Is this one?
I mean, both V and I did lose our lovers, so, you know, I guess it's fair
No,
that it's a bit sad.
no.
On the same day.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
Both of them killed by the same man as well.
Oh my god, you're a murderer.
But you go up to your rooms together, hand in hand, to get ready to scry. Proto is still doing tricks, I think.
Yep.
I will be scrying.
I will
and
later on
Fuck.
join Prado and have a nice drink and look at his tricks. Good.
Actually, they would probably just invite Proto and Big Pete to the table, so the table is now full and there's no space for Fee left.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
I will want to stay outside anyway, and I don't want to go near Lelaine. I'm scared.
I'll sit
You
on
should
the table.
You're
You're gonna lay on the table, you mean?
you're already upstairs.
Yeah, but, you know, once we're done with this.
And cast me your
I also want drinks.
stupid spell.
This
Oh, you
is
already did.
+5 to their save, I think. Second hand, you've heard of the target.
Yep.
So +5 to their save.
Califor currently is too busy to aid you in your spell.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really at this time? After all you've put me through?
Oh,
Oh, so you weren't meant to hear that.
I think you put yourself through those things.
Give you moment of... Whatever, let's go down. We got the room.
He's right, I'm giving you a third chance.
Really?
Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, fuck off. Don't just hang up like that.
You know, it's kind of weird, right? If you think about it. So, Proto's got voices in his head. Both you and I have direct communication lines to at least one deal. Saren's got an invisible cat that she talks to.
Well, we at least heard it.
You've all seen the cat.
Yeah,
You've
I
seen the
know.
cat.
Koth is just being facetious right now.
What about Eleanor?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, who is she talking to in her mind?
Maybe
Herself.
just herself. Probably, I don't think anything else can fit in there. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, no, we don't need more people with, you know.
Hey, Eleanor, do you want to become a warlock?
I'm going to multi-class now. It's triple
Oh boy.
multi-class.
We all have imaginary friends.
We never can be sure if the next voice in the head will be a good one.
Yeah, let's just hope we, stay at one, maybe two voices, so we don't end up like Proto's brother.
Oh yeah, you get two. Okay, fair.
I mean, Bahamut hasn't really talked to me. He's mostly just shown some signals here and there.
You're a bitch.
Oh, what kind of signals?
Did you hear that?
No, I think there's not a third one, is there, right?
I hope not. Well, I mean, like the fact that he granted me my power, swore my oath, is enough of a signal to me
Yeah.
to show that he's at least acknowledged my existence and my oath.
And your deeds. You wouldn't have just granted it to everyone.
I'd hope not.
That's no, not my type.
He, Koth looks at his own platinum scales. Oh, thank God.
Alright, so
We
is it-
should probably join them down there then.
Yeah, discuss the plan, see what we have available to us.
Right, so y'all come down. You get your own table, probably. No? Just
No,
live,
we're just
Killing with
bullying
these
the.
people.
you just live,
Bullying Fee.
I
like
don't
these
care, I'm
people.
just standing. But I will be standing away from Lelaine and give her the space she needs and wants. And probably she would want me nowhere near or...
Yeah, the space she wants is you nowhere in that fucking building, man.
I know that we have to if we're done with the plan, I will go, okay?
it smells in here.
That's been a while since I taken a bath. So, when are before we discuss the plan, when is our next bath? We do communal beds, right?
Fee, I think you're the only problem here. You need to, you can find your own bath.
You're literally traveling like a river 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and Siren, we are on top of it. Like we have the best clothing, the cleanest and
You
nicest.
get puked over all the time, what do you mean?
I haven't been puked for a long, a really long time.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard.
Oh, I should
All I
start
heard, there's a
drinking
big
again.
stitched up creature in this thing. Hope it don't explode when you kill it.
Oh, I hope not either.
I choose my enemies carefully.
Notice that scaly creatures don't really. There's not much smell building up on us except for what we muck around in.
Is there stuff that get between the scales, or do you just brush it off?
I mean, it's mostly you've seen me do the thing I do in the morning, before I put the armor on. When I just get out in some dry dirt and just kind of roll around for a bit, right?
How do you wipe?
What do you mean? How do I?
Does it get stuck on the scale? Okay, let's.
What?
How do you wipe?
Why would you bring that up?
Why does this
Front to
come
front to
up
back.
again? Isn't the bigger question. Last time it was about, hey Proto, do you know how to pee now? Now it's this.
Alright, you know what? Back to the plan. We shouldn't derail it any longer. We need to proceed.
I should just make it every
don't-
session where people where nothing happens, someone dies.
Mm.
Eleanor, have you finished the map?
Yeah, I have the map ready, and we made some extra notes as well. So if you wanna look at the little squares and lines, you can do that.
Right. Anything of note that we didn't know before?
There are a few locations that he hasn't seen yet, so we need to be careful about that and try to avoid it as much as possible. other thing, it's gonna be really dark, so we need to have some lighting that is not too big.
You can always
Um,
cast light.
I
it's
I
not
do
just
have
for light.
something others in mind that we could use as well, but it's like a lantern. It's a good lantern. You have seen me use it in the night sometimes when I like put it near the camp. So we could use that one. Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's dark and we have to avoid a few things, and of course, the better is that we find the creatures first before they find us. But because we're so loud, it will be probably the other way around. That they will find us
Bling,
first.
bling.
So stealth's out of option, so you might well use every light we have to make sure
Yeah,
we do see them the moment they spot us.
yeah, I think so as well.
Alright.
And yeah, there's some places he hasn't like discovered, but the rest I know paths that we can take towards the creatures that are sewn together, and then after that to the people who have been stoned.
Have been stoned.
Has been stoned. Has been turned into stone.
Stoned people. We have to stop them.
Do we have to stop the stone people? Or do we have to stop
No.
the creature who makes them in stones?
The creature that makes them stoned. Yes.
Right. So we're just going, fists blazing, lights glowing,
Well,
and
Eh,
I don't think we really have an option with that. I think I'm the only one with Sarah that can see normally in the dark. So
yeah.
unless you all wish to be completely blind, which apparently doesn't work against those creatures, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't use lights.
The same
um,
for me. It's better for us to see things than like they will see us anyway.
Alright, who wishes to have me cast light on something of them? Who prefers a torch?
I like to use both hands fighting.
Alright, then I will
Um,
cast light on you, make sure you're always able to see anything.
all right. I have an idea as well for the creature. Going by Elias's words, and he can gestures over to Elias. It should need to see you, right?
Yes.
And you already discussed about the. I'm guessing you're thinking of blinding it somehow.
I do have the capability to do that, yes.
Yeah. If that doesn't work immediately, I could also put it in a position where it can't see us because it's in a hole.
Oh, the
Yeah,
pit.
yeah, like I did with Ashgar and that other guy and yeah.
That's a good second option. I think it's best if you have that for this occasion. Something fails, we have another option.
It's probably best that I use my projections for this fight to lead ahead. Would it not?
That would work again. But how long could you hold that again?
Forever?
Oh, you mean right, the dwarf guy, not your weapons.
Oh, yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Just in case. If they're creatures and not smart enough, they might go for them first instead of us.
Good option to have.
Not a bad idea, no.
And
Uh,
I do have the option to possibly notice them if they're not too far away and if there's nothing in the way, but it does require one of my more powerful magical capabilities. I could locate them, but again, there shouldn't be too much in the way, otherwise you can't notice them. It's an option.
Okay. Let's keep that in mind.
once we've found it, I can also make sure that we can track it in case it starts fleeing us. One of the powers granted upon me by Bahamut is the ability to mark a creature or a being and make sure that my vengeance will be delivered swift and true.
Good.
It said that it had like 8 legs or something. Well, do you guys remember those balls that I tried to use on the Brota's brother and that sadly did not work? I still have some of those, so maybe I can use it to like make the terrain harder for him. I have no clue how these things work and how big the creature is, so
I
I
don't
have
think that
never mind.
will disable them from seeing us. I think that will be our biggest concern.
I have nothing to help with that.
It could be definitely be an option to make at least sure we can get to them. And I think it would be wise that we all focus on one and then to the other if there are multiple. And let's hope there are not.
Maybe. I just remembered that you gave me an alchemical flask a bit back with some acid in it. If I get a hold of this thing, I could probably pour some of that in its eyes.
Yeah, that could definitely be an option. Always too good to have.
I remembered something, and I'm like grabbing in my bag, and I grab out of it a mirror made of steel. I someone said something about a mirror.
Right?
It was me.
This
Oh, no, sorry, Proto. My bad.
would this suffice? I've
Think
been
it would.
using it.
Right?
It's a bit stronger than glass, so maybe.
We could always try.
Yeah, we can always try. Another thing. This is how does gratification work? Does it have to be an humanoid being? Like, does it have to? Is it focused on their skin, or is it? Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'm just thinking too far. I'm just thinking maybe Proto is immune because he is a robot. Like, how can
Oh.
he change into stone?
Well, technically, I'm partially made of stone. Well, or rare metals.
Rather not try it out if possible.
And my eyes are gems.
Gems are technically stones, I suppose.
They're mineral.
Maybe I'm stoned all along.
Oh, poor Proto just realizing that he has been a stone for his whole life.
You can see it in his eyes.
Alright, and before we continue, I have 3 possible ways to deal with the petrification. I do have the spell magic, which if it
Mhm.
is truly magical, I could possibly dispel it with that. If it's more a curse in nature, I can remove a curse as well. And to be absolutely sure I can remove it, I do have Great Restoration. But that will cost a third of one of those diamonds. This will cost 100 gold. Also,
Mhm.
I only have 5th level spell slot and the 5th level spell. But that will 100% cure it.
You can only
Um,
do it once.
Yeah. The other 2 options I can do more because it's 3rd level. But then again, not sure if it's
What are
curse
these
or...
levels you're talking about?
I'm talking out of character a bit because otherwise it's difficult to say. I would just say some spells that I have for these. I also have Prayer of Healing, so they can do a short rest in 10 minutes if needed.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's a
But I
good
can do
idea
that
for the
as well.
Thanos. I also will do healing with it, like, what was it? 2d8? Yeah.
If the petrification comes from a more natural source, like a poison or disease, I should be able to cleanse it up to... As I said, I should have enough juice in me for about 3 times.
If the creature gets too close, and you maybe will be seeing something, I can always tell you guys to like find a better spot
Mm.
with more cover. I will keep out for places with cover. I will keep that. The only thing I can do.
If I can get close enough to it, I could perhaps even grapple it and just shove its face into a rock somewhere so it can't look at us.
It's work.
That's what
Yeah,
I call
but-
privacy.
Also, one more option. I basically can turn into the sun and blind everything within 10 feet of me, for as long as I keep it up.
If it can't see, then
But it's,
we don't.
you know that it is not bothered by night, so it will
No,
not.
just I turn very bright and everything for a long radius and everything within 10 feet of me,
Be
unfortunately
blinded.
including you guys, will possibly be blinded. It's
But
not a way
if-
to blind them.
But this is only on yourself, or can you cast it on others?
Self. Range self.
Okay.
Basically,
And
lot of light and everything within 10 feet. It starts to turn there. First I moves into the 10 feet range. So make safe, otherwise takes damage, is blinded. Till sort of next turn.
Okay. And if someone is all the way in the back like Proto and using something like a crossbow, you can still go through it. For example, the
I will just place it without consuming anything in the chat. Here you go,
Yeah.
you can read it.
lightning radiance.
Cut into the blazing sun. So it's basically light source and within 10 feet everything is possibly blinded.
Isn't saving throw.
Whoa.
So.
Ow!
Yeah. Wow.
Jeez!
Yeah, I need to read spells more. I thought it was kind of shit, but now I look at it, oh, it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought it
that
was
is
like
pretty nice.
I thought it was a whole 50 feet radius to blind everything, so it would also blind you. But I read
Where
it
is that
wrong.
from? I don't recognize that.
That's from one of the spell thingies, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's good.
Cleric. Sword. It's 4th level spell. No. Blinding Radiance is from Helianas.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
I should use it more.
Mm-hmm.
I should use Power Word Kill more.
No.
I mean, if you want to kill us, yeah.
Yeah, the
Those
players,
are
not the characters.
Those are what I
Oh,
think are the
okay.
capabilities of me in the upcoming fights that I have against the Basilisk. Not sure what would aid against the stage creatures. I always have something against undead if they turn out to be.
Most of my tools against the basilisk doesn't really require me to do magic, so I could just burn through most of my repertoire to try and get the skinned creatures down.
Just quickly between, we are past 11, so we should wrap this up at this point.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright,
badly.
So we got an idea of a plan. So you will focus on the stitch guys. Alright, and I will focus on the best list.
And I will focus on the surroundings.
Now
Big
we'll
blind.
lead by projection.
Quick question as well, Wolfie.
Yes.
So you posted this whole thing with the new status effects. I want to discuss that at some point as well, just in general.
Sure.
Does my breath weapon apply frozen?
That's something that we can consider, but in your case, that might be a
in
bit too
reduction for
strong.
damage, obviously.
Yeah, the same would be for
Yeah.
other dragons. That it would probably reduce a dice damage a little bit, but we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Depends on how strong it will be on player characters specifically. With Dragonborn, it might be a bit too strong.
Yeah, I
currently
could
I've
see
only
that being-
copy pasted them, but
I could see them being turned into like my metallic breath is instead, like a one use instead of the proficiency use thing.
Probably, yeah. Because the frozen is that they can't. What's the frozen thing again?
The frozen was a lot of things.
Yeah.
Essentially, attacks against you are guaranteed crits. You can't move. You can't take actions, etc.
Yeah, so in that case, I don't think the Dragonborn is gonna get that. Again, it's not like the smallest thing that does cold damage will give you frozen, right? They're like probably still gonna be rare things.
Technically got a frost breath weapon. I was just considering, it's.
This is
This is something we can talk about at another time
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I still have I have read through them like once really quickly. I'm still gonna probably nitpick which ones I really want to use, and if there's some that I might be like, I don't really care for this.
I have a few things that I just feel are pointless in that list because they already exist.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. I saw a few where I was like, this doesn't really matter, but I just copy pasted it for now, and then I was gonna do it.
Yeah, and some of them who are a bit too broken as well, even for very powerful monsters.
Maybe that's the fun of it.
Yeah,
because I have
but
monsters.
there's a limit.
I have monsters that can give these things. That's the entire point.
But there's also a limit to, yeah.
No, you guys bully me too much.
True.
But again,
if
also
we're ending...
some of them will also replace like stunt, so there's less stunt, for example. Obviously, I'm gonna try to balance everything out, and I'm gonna also see like, okay, what is fun to do in certain situations. Make sure that there are things that you guys have that can deal with it. If there's a condition where none of you have anything that can stop it, then I'm obviously not gonna use it, because that would be mean. But I am mean. Haha. But yeah, we can definitely get together at some point and talk about these things. But for now, they're coming from the Monster Book of Dungeons of Dragonheim.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
I heard a lot of good stuff about the campaign as well. So. We'll see.
Alright.
But for now, hopefully we see again each other next week. I guess it will depend a little bit on Eleanor.
Yeah, if I have good internet or not.
Yeah, also will depend a little bit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
It is why.
I'm dying. Sorry.
Don't be. Just don't die, lol.
Yeah.
But ma. Yeah. But yeah. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
See you next week.
Good night,
For the
everybody.
session.
Thank you for watching.
Later.
Thank you for playing.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. We didn't really get to do any fighting, but that's okay, I guess. Soon they will go into a cave and then do some fighting. Yay. And good night. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next week, hopefully.